Hello, it's Tony McRaven coming to you from Chicago. As usual, I just got a fun one from KDS. Thank you, KDS. It's not that long. It's about 10 minutes, but this guy's a vibe. Let's do this thing, shall we?
Only seen more, Your Honor. If they are in the courtroom or on Zoom, I think we can.
Yeah, we've got two folks left, Gaffney and Lahaus. So I think they're on Zoom, so probably just as easy to do it from where you are.
Let's just take that out. That way I'm not taking up people's time. Did Mr. Rackley appear?
Apparently not. Do you know something or?
No, I was just for my own notes trying to figure out if he appeared. And I saw that we took care of Miss Evans, so.
All right, let me finish these orders here. Why are these not go? So I'm just setting it on for pre-trial on Friday for Mr. Pesder, so he knows it's on at 1:30. Holding until we see him. All right, so Mr. Adams, maybe you need to knock on the door. I don't know how they'll know that you're ready to go. All right, so let's see, Alexandria Gaffney, if you could unmute and start your calendar or start your camera. There you are.
Hi.
All right, so you missed your hearing about a month ago, 3 weeks ago maybe, and how do we get you back to court?
So I actually thought this case had been completely resolved back in like 2015, and I hadn't got any information about it. I got pulled over for a speeding ticket and then was told about it, and then I tried to deal with everything as quick as I can. So I get the texts now, and those work perfectly. And so I just don't know what the next step is.
Well, in June of 2017, we were here before Judge Buckley, and you had an attorney, and everybody, it seemed to be, notice was handed to you to come back, and if you paid it in full, and we received an evaluation for substance use disorder, but we haven't received that. So I don't know how much more clear we can be back in 2017. So this is a deferred sentence, and it's been 7 years. So I'm wondering if it's simply time to be done with this matter. We've been chasing Ms. Gaffney for a while now. I think what I'm just going to do here, if there's an objection or not to canceling the warrant, just set a sanctioned hearing as soon as possible and see if she's going to keep this.
I think that's great.
All right. So Ms. Gaffney, we're going to set a hearing. You have to be here. If you don't, we'll just issue a warrant that won't allow you to come to this calendar. Long ago, 7 years ago, you were before the judge with an attorney, and we told you.
Okay, I have a confession to make, everyone. I put up the wrong clip. This is not the clip KDS sent me. This was another clip, and it's not good. Luckily, I do have the clip that is good, and I'm going to play it right now. Sorry about that.
All right, in Nisqually, have we gotten Nisqually unmuted yet? Trying to figure out who's there. Not yet. All right, well, Attorney Duncan, are you ready to go with your client? And I can't hear you, Attorney Duncan. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was trying to hear what was going on here.
Who's your client? Is it Mr. Berg? All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Berg is a full-on vibe. You're going to enjoy him.
You're on a warrant that was issued back in September 11th. And let's see, Mr. Fortunato as to the, we have to do an arraignment as well. So Mr. Berg, let's see, you're Joseph Paul Berg. Can you hear me, Mr. Berg?
Yes. What's your name, Your Honor?
full name is Joseph Paul Berg.
Yeah, but what's your name? I'd like to know who I'm speaking to.
That's fair. Judge Wilcox is my name.
Wilcox? You know
Yep.
anything you're familiar with the Wilcox, the oil company up in Seattle, King County?
No,
That's a
not in
big
oil.
Oh, they deliver diesel and heating fuel in King County, Seattle, the Wilcoxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just go
Well- You know, I'm not in the egg business either here in Thurston County, but I know them. So there are a few of us Wilcoxes around. We've been around a while. All right, so Mr. Berg, how about your date of birth?
December 11th, 1953.
Okay. Let me turn to Attorney Duncan there.
Yes, Your Honor, spoken with Mr. Berg. I believe he just forgot his court date. Given the fairly short amount of time, I would ask that the court quash the warrant.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's trying to raise her up. He he's working that 1932 game. That's the way it used to be done.
my car gets stolen and impounded while I was in the hospital down.
Slow down,
there.
Mr. Berg. I can only hear from one person
One
at a
thing led to
time.
another.
Mr. Berg would also like me to let the court know that he was in the hospital for a fairly extended amount of time. So I believe that if we could quash the warrant and give him a new court date, I would appreciate it. As far as arraignment, we'll plead not guilty at this time and wait for more review.
Okay. So, Mr. Berg, we're gonna enter a plea of not guilty to that driving while suspended and that reckless driving allegation from July 28th. And then I'm going to talk to the lawyers, prosecutor, and then Ms. Duncan on your behalf about release conditions. And Attorney Duncan, is there a request for counsel to be appointed or not?
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize. I thought counsel had been appointed, but I would request Thurston County Public Defender. Mr. Berg lives on a fixed income, has no money for an attorney.
Okay. Well, Mr. Berg, I will appoint Thurston County Public Defense to represent you going forward. Then I'm going to hear from the prosecuting attorney about release conditions. Mr. Fortunato.
Your Honor, I'm asking for $5,000 cash or bond, the booking bond, as well as five conditions to include no new law violations and no driving without a valid license or insurance. The reason I'm asking for such is Mr. Berg has 4 convictions for eluding the police. He has 7 DUIs. He has a hit and run charge, several hit and run charges, and a prior reckless. Some of these are admittedly fairly old, but Mr. Berg is clearly a significant danger behind the wheel. Mr. Berg would be hard-pressed to say he hasn't been warned about the dangers of reckless driving, given his criminal history. He's picked up 3 new charges since this incident.
I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to mention it, so I won't mention that it's kind of funny how Mr. Berg's getting his behind chewed by that feminine voice. But everything in substance, everything he's saying is right. Go get him, Tiger.
Which he was likely ordered to clear this warrant for. So I have both community safety concerns and I have concerns about future reappearance. With that, I think $5,000 is the least restrictive means of ensuring community safety and future appearances.
I'm reviewing
It's like getting put down by Nathan Lane from the Birdcage.
all of this. I'm also looking into the more recent Lewis County matters as to whether there have been orders for sobriety monitoring or sobriety. Let me just kind of, before I turn to you, Attorney Duncan, let me just kind of look at a few things just so you know what I'm looking at, though. Oh, I think maybe gonna work with me now. Okay.
He is. I have to give him some respect. Like me, he's refused to grow up. Just not gonna do it. I like to think he's dirty talking her right now.
All right, so Attorney Duncan?
Yes, Your Honor, by way of response to the state, the flee and elude that the state is referring to, I believe, was from 1999 and 1994, respectfully. Obviously, that's been a significant amount of time. I understand Mr. Berg has other cases going on. Those cases are
Dismissed according to the
okay,
police officer.
okay. Those cases, Mr. Berg informs me that those cases are likely to be dismissed if not
They
already.
were. That's what the officer.
I will point out to the court that $5,000 cash or surety bond is completely unworkable for Mr. Berg. He'll be sitting in jail until these cases are resolved, if that is the case. He does have a home that he will likely be evicted for. He has animals that he wants to be able to care for.
And I own my own
And as
trailer.
far as the state's concerned about him driving, he does not have a car at this time. It has been stolen, so I'm not entirely sure that he would even be able to drive if he wanted to.
It was sold.
Come on, Judge. Stolen car, cute puppies. Be nice.
And ready to go forward, Attorney Duncan?
Yes, Your Honor, I think that's it. I'll ask.
And we've lost your audio again.
Title over to my trailer. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me, Your Honor?
I can hear you. All right.
Okay. In short, Your Honor, defense's position is a PR bond due to Mr. Berg's, due to any significant criminal history he has being decades old, as well as his own financial situation and the financial situation, and the situation he finds himself in, with no one being able to care for his animals that are still at home. As far as the state's concerns about driving, again, he doesn't even have a car right now, and he understands that he cannot drive right now.
So, Mr. Berg, I'm just going to ask you to hold your peace because I need to talk and you need to hear what I'm saying. And your attorney needs to be able to do that too. We can only have one person talking at a time. So, Mr. Berg, I'm going to allow you release over the objection of the state. I think it's fair what they're asking. Your job is to stay law-abiding. And that means don't drive unless you got a license, proof insurance, and safely. And you come back to court.
My God, it worked. It did work. You can laugh at Mr. Berg all you want, but he got it done.
We're going to set that court date, and we're going to put that court date in your hand. 13th of November, what time? 9:30. All right, so we're going to be back November 13th at 9:30 in the morning. You have an attorney from Thurston County Public Defense to represent you. And I expect to see you November 13th at 9:30. Anything else, Attorney Duncan?
too, so I know it's a point of.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Point of reference, who I'm speaking to, please.
He's still grumbling back there.
Can you write your name down?
Yeah, sure.
In Nisqually, your name, sir? In Nisqually, can't hear you. What's your name?
Michael Cohen.
Mr. Cohen. All right. Hi, Ms. Langley. Do you have a chance to talk with Mr. Cohen?
I did, Your Honor. We had a change.
All right, that's what we got. Thank you, Katie. That was fun. That was fun. We had a cast of characters. I like that judge. She's too nice. She was too nice again. I still like her. She's so sweet. I like her. Now, Mr. Berg, I'm gonna let you hold your peace. I want to shut your hole. He's just going to town over there. His attorney's scared of him. She looked like a hostage. Meanwhile, Nathan Lane is just smacking him around with his purse. It's a fantastic hearing. It really is. All right. All right. By the way, the prosecutor was right, but you know, Washington, what are you going to do? All right. Thanks for coming out. I'll see y'all soon.